Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. Alright, so in a couple of days, Imbibitor Lunai, aka Danheng or Danfeng, is coming to Honkai Star Rail. So I figured I'll make this video to help you guys decide if you guys want to pull for him or should you wait for Fu Xuan, which is also going to have links in the particular banner as well. So this is going to be something that you guys have to decide. Alongside with that, 1.4 characters have sort of been announced on the Twitter. So we're going to have Jingliu, which is an ice destruction character. You can see right here, based upon the labels that's given. And then we're also going to have Topaz and Nambi. So this is going to be a character later on. A fire hunt character, very interesting. So we're going to have an imaginary type, which is Imbibitor Lunai. Fu Xuan, Links are both going to be quantum type. And then we have Ice, Fire, and of course another 4-star coming later on as well, Guinai Fan, which is also going to be a Fire type. Nihility character, pretty interesting. So let's talk about if you're free to play, right? If you have limited resources, which is going to be the best choice for you personally. So with that being said, let's talk about this. Now let's just talk about Imbibitor Lunai for now. As you can see, they have released his skill kit on the Hoyo Lab page. Very interesting character. Look at the traces right here. He can basically regenerate a set amount of energy at the start of the battle, increase resist chance to control debuffs, and increase crit damage when dealing damage to enemy targets with imaginary weakness. So this is a very cool trace to have. Alongside with that, Imbibitor Lunai is all about using his normal attack, and he has his skill to modify how his normal attack is going to interact. So right here you can see he's going to have this Enhanced Basic Attack 1, Enhanced Basic Attack 2, or Enhanced Basic Attack 3. Enhanced Basic Attack 1 basically just do a 3-hit combo. Basic Attack 2 is going to do about 5-hit combo right here. And Enhanced Basic Attack 3 is going to do 7-hit combo, but at the same time consume 3 skill points. And of course that's where his skill comes in. You can basically put skill points into the Enhanced Attack, and that's going to dictate which version you're going to be able to use. You guys probably have already used him in the story, I believe. We were able to use him as a trial character somewhat, right? And then ultimate is going to be pretty cool, a 3-hit combo. And then he's going to gain this thing called the Squama Sacrosancta. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Stacks up to a set limit. Alright, this will consume an equivalent number of Squama Sacrosancta instead of skill points. So this is going to help him with managing his skill points a little bit better. So he's all about dealing damage. Look at all his kit, basic attack, enhanced attack, and the ultimate is all about doing damage. There's no CC whatsoever. He doesn't have anything beyond that, right? So for Fu Xuan, however, although the skill kit is not released yet, but we sort of know for Fu Xuan, she's going to be a character that's much more focused on helping your character staying alive, alright, because she shares damage taken with allies, etc. Now, between these two banners, personally for me, I will lean towards Fu Xuan slightly for my account because, number one, I have Silver Wolf. Now, Silver Wolf is going to help you in building the Mono Quantum team. Mono Quantum team meaning that Silver Wolf has an ability, if you guys are not aware, this one right here, where she will be able to apply a weakness to the enemy based upon your ally. Ideally, if you only put quantum characters or quantum units in your team, therefore for sure you will be able to apply quantum weakness. So therefore you can remove enemy's shield way more easier. So Fu Xuan helps with that, alongside with Links as well. If you have Silver Wolf and Sila, I do think that's Fu Xuan is going to be a no-brainer. She helps you a ton. So right now I'm using Fu Xuan with Jeopard, and that's going to rely on the enemy having ice weakness. So if the enemy already have ice weakness, which is Jeopard's weakness, so therefore Silver Wolf will apply quantum weakness because you can't apply the weakness that enemy innately already has. So that's how it works generally. I do think that Fu Xuan and Links are both going to be very solid choices if you have Silver Wolf in your team, right? And if you intend to build like a mono team, it does feel more cost efficient, like cheaper in a sense where you don't have to worry about enemy's weakness anymore. Building a quantum team is going to give you the flexibility in terms of just bringing in one team of quantum allies. The dream team right now is Silver Wolf alongside with Sila, and then Fu Xuan and Links. So that's going to be the full team already. So all quantum units right there. So you only need to worry about your other team. Alright, so basically you have one team set to go for the future. Now, as for Jingliu, which is an ice destruction character right here, and also Topaz and Nambi. which is going to be a Fire Hunt character. Now elements wise, these are two that we already have damage dealers of. For example, for Ice type, right now, lots of players have options to Yanqing. Alright, so I know not everyone has Yanqing, but at least Yanqing is available right there as a damage dealer. Pretty solid one as well, right? And then for Fire type, not many players build her, but Hook is an option for a lot of people. Alright, Hook is going to be somewhat a decent option for a Fire character if you're trying to build a Fire damage dealer. And she's probably the best one for the time being, alongside with Himeko, right? Which I think less players have access to. So now, where does Topaz and Nambi comes in? Maybe she's going to be better. I have no idea of their kits as of the time of me recording this video. But if you're looking at element wise, Imbibitor Lunai, at least Danheng right here, will have the slight advantage in terms of the elemental uniqueness, being imaginary type compared to fire or ice, unless you have Welt. Now again, Welt is not someone that is easily accessible for a lot of players. But at the same time, Imbibitor Lunae is just a damage dealer. So if you need a damage dealer, for sure, this is going to be a very good pool for your account. However, let's talk a little bit about links and talk more about what links can do, which none other characters can do yet in the game. So right now, if you guys are not aware, if you guys didn't watch the live stream for the 1.3, Lynx is the only character that has the ability to remove debuff in an AoE. That means she will be able to remove one debuff from every single ally. Now that means she is the first character in the game to be able to do that, because prior now, the only other characters that can remove buff are all single target buff removers. For example, Bronya. Bronya is a single target remover, Natasha as well, and also Luocha, which can remove one debuff from a target ally based upon the skill. So these are all single target removers. Bailu cannot remove any debuffs whatsoever. So Lynx is going to be the first character in the game to have an AoE debuff remove, which depending might actually be useful in the future if you actually need to deal with enemies that have plenty of CC, especially enemies AoE that has plenty of CC as well. So that's going to depend on what future enemies we're going to have. Right now, as far as I know, the only enemies that I can think of that constantly CCs you in an AoE is going to be Madame Cocolia, which is going to be very annoying to fight against for sure, right? But Lynx definitely is unique in that sense. Now if you do not have Luocha, I do think that pulling for Fushan's banner and hopefully getting Lynx, I think that's going to be a better choice overall in terms of trying to strengthen your account, hopefully tackling MOC to have two teams of Harmony characters because everybody already gets Natasha. Alongside with that, Fushan is also a preservation character that might be able to help your team solidify and strengthen your team's survivability, similar to how Jeopardy works. So that's something to consider as well if you're lacking in that survivability sense. I do think Kafka is still a solid choice overall. If you are still doubting of her capabilities, you still have a couple of days before her banner goes away. As you can see, 2 days and 17 hours. Do consider her as an option as well. So yeah, that's just my advice generally. Which banner do you guys think should have the priority for free-to-play players out there? And also, which one are you guys pulling for? With that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.